Welcome back everybody to the Ranger 363V restoration. This is part 4 of the series and we're going to get straight into it. Today we're going to be focusing on tearing down the trailer in order to get it prepped for paint. So stick around, you're not going to want to miss this. We're sticking with the theme with the last couple of videos. We're taking everything off so we can get this trailer ready for paint. So that includes fender wells, bunks, and any hardware we can get our hands on, because we got to get this trailer stripped down to bare metal so we can get ready to paint it. Here's how I would remove the lights that were riveted in. I would drill them out with a drill bit, disconnect the connector, and pull the wire through, and I did that on all the lights. This is by far the worst part of the whole restoration, where we removed all the paint from the trailer with a right angle grinder pretty much. And I want to thank my dad and my buddy Ike for coming and helping me do this, because without their help this would have taken me a lot longer than 2 days to get this done. Now you can't forget the bottom of the trailer. Here we literally flipped the trailer over so that we wouldn't miss the bottom side. This is the factory jack, and I don't know where to get one, and if I could get one, it's probably extremely expensive. So we're just going to cut this off, and then later on we're going to put a really nice plate over it to cover up the hole. Now that we got that off and looking good, it's back to more grinding, getting into all the nooks and crannies that we missed before with this wire brush, and trying everything I can to get the paint off this trailer. Here I'm removing the axle from the trailer so I can take it off, get the rest of the paint off, and make it easier for me to paint it separately from the trailer. And we finally have gotten all the paint off the trailer. Whew, it's been a tough 2 weeks, but I want to show you guys some of the tools that I used to get the paint off the trailer. I just got a real cheap angle grinder from Harbor Freight, and this braided wire wheel did a really good job of taking the paint off in some tight areas. But to get most of the paint off, we used this 4.5-inch polycarbide abrasive wheel. It did a great job getting the paint off on flat areas. I tried some other types of wheels, but they didn't really work. We did have to use these cupped wheels. Obviously, the braided wire wheel did a lot better than the straight wire wheel, but the straight wire wheel was a little bit more flexible. You could get it into tight areas. What I ended up having to do to get the paint out of like hard 90s was I just had to go old school and scrape it off with some scrapers. I have some different sizes, but just some manual labor, get in there, get the paint off. Nothing too crazy about that. I did try to use paint remover. It didn't really work. I believe this is powder coated, but if you were to try this, I would recommend this Aircraft brand because I believed it worked the best out of the two. So now guys, here's the trailer, no paint on it whatsoever. There's like 97% bare metal on here, maybe 3% paint left in like nooks and crannies that I can get into. Be sure, guys, to check back next week where we're going to paint this trailer. It's going to look beautiful. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Until next week, guys.